Brent Town Hall was the host to a Victims and Witnesses of Crime conference last Saturday. Organised by BTWSC, the event drew the attention of many people, including teenagers as young as 16 years old, who are interested in having a chance to say what we can do to reduce crime and help those affected by its consequences. One of the organisers, Ms. Serwa, said that the event was a success and added this.
The purpose of today is to find out what victims of crime and witnesses of crime need. There are organizations out there who offer support, but what we want to find out is the kind of support available, whether it's adequate or whether there's something more that victims of crime and witnesses of crime need.
The attendees had an opportunity to work in 4 different workshops under the experienced guidance of experts in each field of discussion. Nana Asanti ran a workshop on what is restorative justice and does it work?
As a society, we shouldn't let people get away with, oh, I feel you're humiliating me, because if that is not the intention is not humiliation. It's for you to realize what you've done and therefore change your behavior.
Superintendent Leroy Logan, OBE, was leading a discussion on wall of silence and what can be done so there can be justice for victims of crime.
There's something there about people knowing their rights and it being, maybe, is it something that we could emphasise in the curriculum for youngsters at schools, colleges?
What's it worse is that it's a stop and search. Is that first of all they're not following the procedure that they're supposed to be following when stopping young people, telling them what they're stopping them for, what they suspect them of. If you've got a website, let people know not only what their rights are around stop and search, but the responsibility around stop and search. Because I know how important it is, as you said, that if you've left with a bad stop, it means that I'm seeing you as a gang, as a big gang. You see the police as the biggest gang in London. So when I could become a victim, why should I come to you? I'm going to go to my mates and say, no, what, come mate, we've got, no, so this man disrespected me. Let's get together and go and get my things back or do something. But it goes over the top.
Dr. Hailu and Ian Ross hosted a talk about who is the victim and what support do victims want.
Everything we've spoken about, what we need is useless.
Yeah.
That's all in place. It's all actually already there.
Yeah.
What we need, if we can't get the final thing, is either advocacy, independent advocacy, the like of which Jabal Khan highlighted in there. He cannot actually and is not willing to advocate with the police because they've got such a close relationship. So we need independent advocacy.
And this is obviously when he's looking at changing victim supports.
We have to keep within our roles. So we have a role, the police have a role, and other organisations have a role.
That's right.
That's why we do need to partnership work.
Mark Wadsworth led a discussion on hate crime and how it affects us and how can parenting impact on crime prevention.
It's tremendously useful to get people from different walks of life, different disciplines, different organisations together to talk about their experiences and to look how we can work together and maybe cut out some of the overlaps that are going on where we're duplicating each other's work, and that's what's come across for me. We were talking about hate crime and we were talking about parents taking responsibility for their children to try and stop this terrible rash of murders that are going on among young people in London.
This group of 16-year-old girls expressed their interest in the subject of crime as they feel that too many young people are affected by it.
I'm Kelly, Olivia, Sylvia and Anna.
And how useful is the meeting here today for you?
It's very interesting because it's not something we would usually do on a daily basis, so it's interesting to experience a different
Really informative. I think, I'm not sure everyone knew what we just had a workshop on restorative justice. I don't think everyone knew what it was, but we've learned something new being here as well.